Go for it again. The P word, not precipitation, but perfect. What a weekend, right? What
really
a weekend.
Good. Yeah, it was a little bit warm yesterday, but not 90, upper 80s. Today we backed off a bit, but the clear blue sky and the, plus the September, the lights changing because the sun angle is a little bit lower. Really good. We got a full moon coming up in a week or so as well. That's to look forward to too. All right, let's take you to the high temperatures that we had today. 82 in Portland. That is above average by 2 degrees, but today was the last day of the year where our average high temperature is 80 or warmer. It's down to 79 tomorrow. Today's, of course, cooling off, at least on average, but not in the forecast. They're going to be warming up yet again. On the coast, really pleasant, 60s and 70s here. Medford, 96. It was 90 in John Day, 102 in Rome, Oregon. That was the hot spot of the state. There are a lot of hot spots in the state in terms of wildfire. Now, they're not really showing up very well in the satellite imagery this morning because things settled down last night. That cooler, more humid air that came in, so that is the Cedar Creek fire. We'll visit that in a minute. And then we've got the Rum Creek fire down in southern Oregon. But we're going to focus on the fires in northeast Oregon right now because these are two that are of great concern right now. The Double Creek fire is huge, 43,000 acres. That's east of the Imnaha River. But perhaps more critical is the Sturgill fire, 12,000 acres. But that's burning in part of the Eagle Cap Wilderness and along the Minam River. And that one is actually threatening some inholdings within the Eagle Cap Wilderness, like this place, the Minam River Lodge, which I visited a few years ago. We've got video for you of the Minam River Lodge and show you what it looks like there as you fly in. The country's quite dry, but again, this is in the middle of the Eagle Cap Wilderness, and it's a private inholding with a lodge. There's also Red's Horse Camp there right next to it. And the fire is just to the right of this landing strip on the other side of the Minam River there. So I know they're sending smoke jumpers in there and doing all they can to protect the private property like Minam River Lodge and the other areas up in the Willowas. Now, back to the fire map we go. And of course, we've got the fire in central Oregon. This is the Cedar Creek fire burning at about 16,000 acres west side of Waldo Lake between Oak Ridge and Mount Bachelor. This is the one that sent a big plume of smoke into central Oregon on Saturday. Then it got shifted farther to the south on Sunday and it didn't produce a whole lot of smoke today, which is great. But this is what that looked like. This is video from some of the folks that work on the fires. This video from the Interagency Fire Center. And you can see the complex terrain here and how big that fire is. Just tough to get in there. So again, there's over 4,000 firefighters working the fires around the west right now. A lot of people working really hard. And then the Rum Creek fire, nearly 20,000 acres down in Josephine County to the southwest of Glendale, northwest of Grants Pass. So again, the fires, as David mentioned, really becoming active within the last few days. I took this picture last night down near Tumalo in central Oregon. So wildfire smoke from the Cedar Creek fire was drifting nearby and coloring the sunset. So speaking of color, notice how the smoke drifts west a little bit into the valley tomorrow as we pick up a little bit of an offshore flow. Not super strong, but then it's only one day. It gets pushed away again on Wednesday. But we've got fire weather warnings for much of south central Oregon and the Cascades. Fire weather watch in the Columbia Basin, which will get converted to a warning most likely tomorrow. That watch is for Wednesday when the winds pick up yet again, and that's going to be a critical day for those fires up in the Willowas. Okay, really no big weather systems coming at us right now, but there's a big weather system off the coast of Mexico, and its name is K. K is a hurricane. It'll be interesting to watch its progress because it's going to go parallel to the coast of Baja, push a lot of rain, places like Puerto Vallarta and then Cabo San Lucas and then farther north as it weakens. Okay, there's no rain coming at us. We have light offshore flow tomorrow, so it heats up. Then a weak cold front coming onshore for Wednesday and Thursday for a cool down. But this pattern is somewhat concerning for Friday and Saturday. This would be the strongest east wind event we've had really all summer. Not going to be like the 2020 event. That was epic historical east winds. But any east wind before the fall rains come is something that we keep our eyes on very closely. And I don't see any fall rains coming our way, even though we cool off for a couple of days around the middle of the week. Gets hot again Friday and Saturday. Outside right now, though, it's a pleasant 69 degrees. Freezing level is really high for this time of the year, 16,400 feet. Hot tomorrow, up to 92. And we drop it down to 83 on Wednesday, 80 on Thursday. There's the 90 on Friday and 95 on Saturday. And then back in the 80s on Sunday, Monday, but still no rain. So there are 3 90-degree days in that 7-day forecast. If they all verify, that would leave us only 1 day shy of Portland's all-time record for 90-degree days in a year. That would be 30 right there.
Well, help me out here. Toasty in September, not quite. Sweaty in September. What do you go with there?
Usually lovely in September.
Okay.
You know, we'll go with that.
We'll get there eventually, right?
Bet.
Well, thanks, Pat. Well, still ahead of